Well, I'm back out here at the creek today. We're dredging with the 4-inch. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just had bad storms the past couple of months coming through. Last time I was here was 4th of July. Only got a few specks of gold and a lot of lead shot. So where we were at, we're over here in that area there in that zone. It was heavy concentrated. Even though it's a straight flow, it comes in here and plows that railroad tunnel. So that's all cleaned out now, and that's what the recent storm did. It picked trees up and put it up over top the railroad tunnels. So today we're dredging down in there with the 4-inch inside the tunnels. It's a long straight path. There's 2 railroad tunnels. They're probably about 80 feet long, each of them. So this is the damage that the recent storms did here in Pennsylvania. That's the trail there that I whacked in. It was way up there, and it cleaned out my trail too, so it helped a little bit. But as you can see, this storm's moved a lot of heavy stuff. So I want to walk down in here and try to show you guys what I got going on. Them trees are massive. You can't really tell, the camera doesn't really justify what all that is, but as you can see, that tunnel is probably 17 feet high, at least. I mean, you could probably drive through it if you wanted to. It's going to get loud. You probably won't hear me once we get down here, so I could barely get the dredge back in here, the highbanker combo. But I don't know anybody that runs a 4-inch highbanker combo except for me. That's what we got going on. Just starting out. Stuff looks good going over them hog mats, that's for sure. We'll walk down here and show you the swimming hole. Gotta go through both tunnels. This storm definitely moves a lot of material, big material. It is freaking crazy, friends. I kind of wish I had some earplugs, that's for sure. That engine is loud. And being in the tunnel is twice as loud. Oh man, this is crazy. Look what this storm did. That justifies how big that tunnel is. And them logs on the upper end, man, they're huge. It's nice and calm down here. If I could carry my equipment down this far, I would. As you can see, this is a false bottom bedrock. It's concrete. And up there, it's full of stone and gravel and big, large rocks. But you're about to see something very impressive in a moment. My whole life, since I started prospecting and dredging and high banking and panning 13 years ago, my goal has always been to dredge this freaking swimming hole. This is the place that turned me on to prospecting. Y'all don't know my story. I was out here sitting on the wall one day and I was fishing. Well, I went from fishing, I looked down and I saw something odd laying on the ledge over here. Well, turned out it was a piece of metal, and it almost looked like lead, but it was real soft. I twisted it, and it twisted, and it just ripped into two, and it was so soft I couldn't believe it. Well, anyhow, I just didn't know what the heck it was. I just threw it away. I really wish I wouldn't have. I had a good feeling it was pretty pure silver, honestly. Now I'm outside the tunnel here, and this is a swimming hole that I hope to someday dredge. This thing is massive, okay? And it's really cool. So we're just coming out of the tunnel here, and freaking kids in there graffiti or whoever's doing it. But these tunnels are massive. I mean, they were built back in the 1800s. And then they redid them, I guess, with concrete in the 1940s, I believe. Now, I'm not exactly totally positive on that, but here's where I threw, down in here, I threw that, whatever it was, silver, real soft metal. I threw it down in there. Now, this concrete area has, I guess there's gates down on the bottom of the fall here, you know. I'll show you that in a second. But that's what that big pipe is for. They pump water out of here or something. Not exactly sure, but now, the water comes through the tunnel here, as you can see, friends, and it flows down through this concrete bottom, and it drops off into this swimming hole. And that swimming hole, we swim here as kids. That swimming hole is between 14 and 17 feet deep. And it just drops off right there. You know, we used to run off these ledges here, right in here. We used to dive in there. We had a tree swing up here, everything. I mean, this is one cool, real place, friends. Real cool place. But when everything comes through these tunnels, it blows down through here. Guess where it's gonna go? It's gonna drop right down there in the bottom of that hole. I have found gold here. It might not have been much, but I found gold here. And I know for a fact that there's raw iron here. I get raw iron nuggets all the time. And I've found gold, I found silver. You know, I found a lot of volcanic rock here. Igneous rock. So everything's down in the bottom of that hole right there. And someday I'll have a dredge with enough suction to be able to dredge this hole out. That is my goal, and it's always been my goal. So I want to get to it today. And as you can see, it's going to be a beautiful day. They're calling for 94 degrees out. That's why I decided to work inside the tunnel today. Even though the storm blew through and blew all the heavy concentrates down into the tunnel, decided, hey, it's going to be much cooler in that tunnel. The water today is probably about 65 degrees, and that tunnel is going to be nice and cool on a 94-degree day. So I want to get after it. Hopefully I got some gold in the box at the end of the day. We'll see. Take care.